My name is Tarik S. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I was born in this beautiful city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, Philadelphia. My wife and I, we both live in Germantown, and I work at Abbotsford Falls Health Center. Thank you. It's one of 6 nurse-run facilities, healthcare facilities here in Philadelphia. My mom, Pat Kahn, she is a nurse. Do we have any other nurses here in the crowd? Let's have a big hand for our nurses. Our health network has 23,000 Pennsylvanians here in Pennsylvania. I am here to speak for the 3,000 people at our health center that will lose their health insurance with the full repeal of Obamacare. I'm also here to speak for people like Bob, for people like Denise, people like Isabella, and for people like this woman right here who has a sign that says, "My son is not a burnt down building." Let's have a big hand for this woman to show her support for her and her son. Obamacare has been a godsend to our patients. We were able to open a new facility in York, Pennsylvania, where we have an opioid crisis because of funding from the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act has allowed our health center to go down from 25% uninsured to down to under 10%. And thanks to Obamacare, we have the lowest rate of uninsured in our nation's history. Because of Obamacare, we have 20 million more Americans insured. Who in Pennsylvania has our back? Councilwoman Helen Gym. She has our back. State Senator Daylin Leach. He has our back. Congressman Dwight Evans. He has our back. And U.S. Senator Bob Casey. He has your back. But some people in Washington, they want to take away our affordable health care. People like Mitch McConnell. People like Paul Ryan. And people like our missing U.S. Senator Pat Toomey. And finally, people like our president, Donald J. Trump. Just last week, President Trump cut the enrollment period from the Affordable Care Act from 90 days down to only 45 days. They also cut federal benefits to people to sign up for Obamacare. When asked about Obamacare, Donald Trump says Obamacare is a total disaster.
He's a disaster.
Yeah, he actually says it something like, Obamacare. Okay, it's a total disaster. Okay. Philadelphia, let me ask you a question. Is providing contraceptive care for families a total disaster? No! Is preventing discrimination based on pre-existing conditions and gender a total disaster? No! Is preserving a robust Medicaid program and providing government assistance to those who need it the most a total disaster? No! Is allowing young Americans to stay on their parents' health care until age 26. Is that a total disaster? No! And finally, is 20 million Americans having health insurance? Is that a total disaster? No! I didn't think so either. The affordable health care has made a real difference in the lives of my patients. Several months ago, I diagnosed an uninsured patient with hepatitis. Now, before, this pre-existing condition would have prevented him from getting health care. Thanks to Obamacare, we've cured him of this fatal infection. I also also had a patient with chronic knee pain that was uninsured, that he was able to get insurance through the Medicaid expansion, and he had knee surgery, and now he's cured of his pain. I had a patient with high blood pressure and cataracts that I was able to get in my office. We got him insured, we got his high blood pressure under control, and we got him cataract surgery. And last night at dinner, we had a friend come over, and she told me that she had breast cancer. She got the Affordable Care Act, and now she's cured of breast cancer. There's countless stories like these across our country. So what would a total repeal of Obamacare look like? First, 32 million Americans are going to lose their health care. Patients and their providers like me are no longer going to be in charge. We're going to lose $1 trillion from the economy a year, and over 1 million U.S. jobs, including many at our health centers. Americans are going to be capped once again for lifetime benefits with a repeal of Obamacare. Reports show that a repeal of Obamacare is going to cause premiums to double in the next decade. And most importantly, we're going to lose 5 American lives an hour with a full repeal of Obamacare. That's 44,000 lives a year that we're going to lose from preventable deaths with a repeal of Obamacare. And in Pennsylvania, that's almost 4,000 patients a year. This isn't fake news. And sadly, these are not alternative facts. As a primary healthcare provider, I don't see politics. I see patients that need help. And I see how Obamacare has helped them. I see that access to affordable healthcare is more than a political issue. Access to affordable, quality healthcare is a human right. All people deserve equal access to quality healthcare, period. After 7 years of promises to take away our health law and replace it with something better, Republicans have come up with nothing. You know what they call that in my field? They call that medical malpractice. And because we're standing up, they're calling us paid protesters. They threaten us with fines. They threaten us with jail time. In one state, they're even thinking about permissible manslaughter for peaceful protesting. They say if you're protesting in a highway and someone hits you with their car, they're not responsible. They tell us to stop calling their offices. Like Senator Elizabeth Warren, we were warned. We were given an explanation. Nevertheless, we persisted. When this administration scapegoated Muslims like me and my family, and they try to ban immigrants and refugees from entering this country because of the race and because of the God that they pray to, what do? We persisted, and we won. When this administration tried to block the EPA scientists and Agriculture Department from sharing their vital research with the public, what did? We persisted, and we won. When this administration named a national security advisor who was a proud Islamophobe and who illegally tried to undermine U.S. policy with Russia, what did? We persisted, and we won. And what are we going to do? Wait a minute, let me ask you one more question. What are we going to say when this president is impeached? And the next president says we're going to preserve and strengthen Obamacare, we'll say we persisted and we won. So what are we going to do? We're going to put the phone numbers of our congressmen and our senators in our favorites, and we're going to call them every single day of the week. We're going to call their local office. We're going to call their D.C. office. We're going to show up at their office. We're going to show up at every event and every town hall. We're even going to be there when they get off the train from Washington. And we're going to tell them in no uncertain terms that when it comes to our health coverage, that we want 0 cuts. To quote our Nobel laureate Toni Morrison, there is no time for despair. There is no place for self-pity. There is no need for silence. There is no room for fear. We will not be bullied. We will not be distracted. And we will never allow them to snatch away health care from the people that need it the most. Americans, we have a right to quality, affordable health care. Will you stand up? Yes! Will you fight with us? Yes! Will you help us to save the Affordable Care Act? Yes! Together, let's send the message loud and clear all the way to Washington. Nancy, where's your sign? We're going to tell Donald Trump to keep your tiny hands off our health care plans. Thank you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Tarik. Thank you. I just want